Well, there's another shock jock who might be mellowing a bit. His name is Eric Mancow Muller. And if you were living in the Bay Area in 1993, you probably remember him. It was on his early morning program when one of his cohorts stopped his van in the middle of the Bay Bridge and got a haircut, backing up traffic for miles and enraging the commuters. Soon after that, Mancow left San Francisco for Chicago, and now Mancow can be heard on KTRB 860 on the AM dial. He joins us live from there this morning. Mancow, good morning.
Ross, the legend. It's great to be back.
Welcome back to San Francisco. We know you're still going to be living in Chicago, but your program's syndicated and all. Is it making you a little nervous what's happening to other shock jocks around the country?
Well, here's the deal, Ross. I am not a shock jock. A shock jock says things just to say them. When you say something like you want to rape Condoleezza Rice, that's for a shock effect. Now, some of what I say may be shocking to the Bay Area, but it's not intended to shock. It's common sense, and it's my opinion. It's political in nature, and it's not. Look, JV and Elvis, we had the madhouse at a station I created here called Wild 107. It still exists in some form. It's like I came and made love and left herpes behind San Francisco. I'm sorry it's still here. But, you know, what an awful show that is. They're gone. Opie and Anthony, it's a bad show. And I'd like people to listen to really see that here on KTRB, that's not what we're doing, Ross.
All right. The haircut incident back in 1993, you were sued for that, right?
$2.5 million. I was a convicted felon. A judge here in San Francisco said that if I ever came back, I would broadcast from jail. This is not jail. Yeah, it was tough. I had to come back and have it expunged from my record. I couldn't vote. I was a felon. Public nuisance. Felony public nuisance.
But in your business, that is the stuff that gets you recognized and gets you jobs.
Ross, you couldn't be more wrong.
Good.
Respectfully, you couldn't be more wrong. People assume that was a great thing. The fact is we were #1 here in San Francisco before that, and we continue to be #1. It did nothing for me except cause me a lot of trouble, man. Picking up trash in an orange jumpsuit alongside the roads here, and I was going to do a thing on the Bay Bridge, but someone beat me to it. So I'm just going to have to behave myself while I'm in town here.
So this Don Imus thing doesn't really make you uneasy at all. And then we hear that in his contract with CBS, he actually had a clause in there. He was to be controversial and irreverent.
Well, that was my problem here in this city, is they tell you to break the law, they tell you to get in the paper. I mean, this is what I was told. And then when it hits the fan, all of a sudden, oh, Mancow, we've never heard of Mancow. That's the catch-22, and it's like this radio show in Sacramento where they killed someone. You know, the employers tell us in radio, break the rules, get attention, and then when it goes wrong, oh, this is horrible. How bad do you have to be to have Trojan not advertise on your show? I mean, I couldn't believe that story. How bad do you have to be? But I want to tell you something. We don't do any of that kind of stuff. Don Imus was racist. Now, I don't care if it comes out of Willie Brown's mouth or Jesse Jackson or whoever. Racism is racism, and I don't like it from Al Sharpton, and I don't like racism. We don't do that. And he should have been fired for what he said.
So what are people going to get when they dial into KTRB?
But so should these hip-hop stations here in the Bay Area. The god-awful misogynistic crap that they play, they should get in trouble. There's a double standard. When they listen to this show, they're going to hear the truth. They're going to hear Michael Savage, but with a hug. He's a friend of mine. I had to put his name in there. You know, it's a weird show. Ross, I know you were a big fan in the past, and I hope you'll listen to it. KTRB, AM 860. It's a gigantic news station in the Bay Area. There aren't news stations anywhere in America. This is a rare thing, a news station, and I hope you'll be listening, Ross.
Well, since you were in the Bay Area, you've become a father. I understand you have twin girls and all. Has that changed your approach at all in radio?
You know what really changed me, Ross? Look, having kids changes everything, and I had a good run here in San Francisco, and I was a single heterosexual guy. I had a great time here. Oh my God! And Erica, the camerawoman, wow. But I love my wife. I love my wife. I love my wife. No, but having kids changes things. Of course, it changed everything. But the thing that really changed me is, you know, I'm every day on the Fox News channel. I'm a political commentator on the Fox News channel, and I was live on TV when that second plane hit on 9/11. That changed everything. The JV and Elvis type of garbage radio, that easy, stupid, voyeuristic garbage, I didn't want to do anymore. I created it, and now I've stopped it. And we're really trying to do good here in the world, Ross.
Well, everybody who's watching, you have a chance to meet Mancow.
Yes.
You're going to be at Gordon Biersch Thursday at 5 p.m. It's kind of a get-together, a little time for you to have one-on-one with your listeners.
I can't wait. It's going to be Thursday, and I want to sit down with the people and break bread and talk about life. We got a lot to catch up on.
All right, KTRB 860 on the AM dial. Welcome back to San Francisco Radio, Mancow.
Ross, I was a big fan of yours, and it's great to see you again. I love you, man.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Time now is 20 minutes after 8 o'clock. Let's go back to the desk.